welcome back. I know I skipped last Monday, but y'all give me grace. I'm actually moving and it's Monday today, and I decided to just like go ahead and make a video real quick while I'm waiting on Amazon, and I'm sitting in my house right now. So I was like, let me just pull out this camera real quick and we do business gossip, because I had something on my mind, and I just had a strategy call with a young lady, and she is starting an amazing product line. Confidential, I'm not talking about her stuff because I don't want nobody to steal her amazing idea. And it just kind of crossed my mind, like, I want to give you all some tips on how to create a successful product brand, something that you are going to create yourself. You have an idea and you don't know where to start, and like you're just up in the air, you searching up videos and can't find anything, because that's kind of like what I was doing when I started my shoe brand. Like, there's nobody on YouTube, I feel, that has their own shoe brand and actually share how to start a product-based business from their brand. And I'm not talking about wholesaling, and this can apply to wholesaling as well, but specifically for brands who want their name to be out there and want to have the goal of having a household name. So first things first, when I was looking for a mentor, I wanted somebody who had already surpassed a certain level of success in their business, right? And I know it's not all about glitz and glam. Those people go through hell and high waters to get their brands to where they are at right now. And I've learned that by watching a lot of bigger brands like Judy, Glamaholic Lifestyle, who I freaking adore. I love Mia Ray Down. And a lot of big other brands that look like me that I can, go and look at their mistakes, if they talk about them, and also what they're doing that I could possibly do, or what they're not doing that I can do in my own brand. And one of the things that I kind of learned about, and I think I talked about this in other videos, is when I started 1122, I knew I needed a system. But I had no clue on what the hell systems processes, and I have them all over my warehouse now, all of my SOPs for my kids, to the point to where I'm able to just pack them up after they get out of school, drop them off at the warehouse, and go about my business. I know my business is in good hands because they have SOPs there. However, let me say this. Y'all know I chatter a lot. I love to talk. I love to spill. I got cream on my face, y'all. So if you're like, what is on her face? I just put some cream, so don't mind that. But first thing I want to talk about when starting a business, and I'm going to stay on this topic, and I'm going to try not to drift off to other things. And I'm going to try to make this a series on starting your business. But the first thing I want y'all to do when you have a product-based business, depending on what type of niche you have, what type of industry you're in, I want you to go find a brand that you inspire to be one day. Not copy, but you inspire, right? So for me, it was Steve Madden. And like I said, I think I touched on this, but I just want to dive a little deeper from, things that I've learned thus far. I want you all to go find them. I want you to follow them on Instagram. I want you to follow them on any social media platform that they have, right? I want you to go get into their ecosystem. I want you to sign up for their email list, text messaging list. I want you to pay attention to how they communicate to their audience, because at some point in time, their audience is going to be some sort of the type of audience that you all are going to have, right? I want you to pay attention to the comments that their customer leaves under their posts. What is it that they're doing that you can possibly do, tweak, and make it better? Or what is it that they're not doing that you know that their customer will appreciate? And you add that in your product, and you take these notations and you give it to your manufacturer, you put it into product development, and you talk about those things in your content, and you do comparisons. Like when you get ready to run meta ads, those comparison ads does really well for businesses who created a product from scratch. So you'll talk about the bigger brands has this. No, you'll say the bigger brand has this, but don't do this. And then that's when you compare your product to the bigger brands, letting them know that although I'm not a bigger brand, but they're not offering this and I'm offering it, right? So you make sure that you stock them. Like anytime there's getting ready to come out with a new release, or they're getting ready for a launch, pay attention to the first time that they post about their launch to the actual time that they're launched, because you want to keep that same time frame of when you're going to launch. It's very, very important from the pre-launch stage to the launch phase to the actual launch phase to the post-launch phase. Those 3 steps in launching is so vital and so important, because that's when you're going to get the most revenue. That's when you're going to get the most customer engagement, the most feedback, get your customers excited. And those who miss that launch, that's when you dig in post-launch, you run those meta ads, and you retarget those people who may not have converted via email, text message, and or Facebook ads, right? So make sure you get a notebook and jot down every step of the way that these bigger brands are doing their launches, and pay attention at the time, right? Because they always like to post teasers. So say for instance, like right now is it was New York Fashion Week in February for fall. Y'all, we were still in winter of 2025, well 2026 winter, right? And they were already doing fall styles and what's going to be trending for fall of this year. I already have my notebook down of the things that I'm releasing that are currently in production and sampling right now for my fall releases, because I looked at New York Fashion Week. I went to Steve Madden and see what he's going to be, see what he's going to be launching, because he always puts out a lot of teasers. And y'all know Steve Madden is the king of dupes, okay? So when people be in my comments like, oh, these look like the LV boots, so what? Steve Madden do it. Why I can't do it? Baby, I'm going to dupe some stuff. But see, my dupe is going to be very niche, because I offer dupes for wide calf girls. But the thing about the dupes is I put my own twist to it, right? So I don't try to sell the exact type of product or boot. I'm gonna put my own twist to it. It's not gonna always be the same color. I'm gonna put a different color to it. It's gonna be something different about that boot that makes it 1122 shoes that you're not gonna be able to get anywhere else unless somebody copies, right? I just got the style and the mold as an inspiration, and I always get it from Steve Madden. Steve Madden is always going to do it first when it comes to dupes, okay? And then Amazon usually catch on later, those private sellers through Amazon. But I always pay attention to his timelines of when he starts to promote his spring collection. I started getting text messages and emails regarding his spring collection back in February. So that had let me know, like, all right, Rashida, jump on the bandwagon. You need to go ahead and start promoting spring. I know spring ain't until the end of March, but Steve Madden promoting right now. So should you. Even though I sell boots are still worn through spring. So I just let me see. And I'm gonna give y'all a really good example. I kind of just reword a lot of my content to gear my boots towards spring. And let me tell you how. There's my London scrunch boots, right? They're the LV inspired boots, but I call them the London wedge boots. And they came in camel gray. What color did they come in? Camel gray and pink. I think and the red color. Baby, listen. The moment I started seeing Steve Madden post those post about spring, and I was getting that emails, I started posting the boots all the time. And it was this one video, I tell y'all no lie, and those who follow me that shop with me on here can vouch. I post this video about my London wedge boots for spring, the perfect boots for spring. 126,000 views. In the past 3 days, I have sold over 172 pair, I think, of those boots in 3 days. Because number one, they're pink, and I'm talking about it. I talk in your videos. Oh, you can't hear it. It's in my damn meta glasses. But I was talking about how these boots are really cute for spring. What they're going to be good for. They're going to be good for brunch. And these boots will definitely be cute for brunch. They're pink. It's a spring color. So this was going to be my forefront for promoting my spring products. They're boots, but like I said, as long as you put your customer in the position of where they're going to have your products, like I told them, you can go to brunch in these boots. Oh, okay. That would be dope. I can get a good, cute brunch outfit with this, because it's still windy in spring. It's still a little cool in spring. And once that goes through their mind, like, okay, you know what? Yeah, hell yeah, I need those boots. Y'all, I'm sold out. I literally have like maybe 10, 15 pair left, I think, And I'm sold out of their boots. And guess what? I make my boots exclusive. I'm not going to restock those boots right now. I'm not going to restock them, but I'm going to do. Since summer is coming up, we have a new color coming out. Now that I know that these boots are a hot topic right now, everybody, and even on TikTok, the boot done gone viral on TikTok and on Facebook, on all 3 platforms that have gone viral. So no, I'm not going to restock it. I'm going to build the urgency, because the next time when they drop, it's going to be for a summer color, a very beautiful, bright summer color. And I can't wait for y'all to see them, because they are so pretty. So pretty for summer. But they're a mid calf boot, and you can wear them literally all year. It's an evergreen boot. So that's the type of product you all need to focus on when you're launching a product, is create a product that's evergreen, that you can continuously sell all year, because y'all, these businesses are our babies, and they have to keep us going. We still have personal expenses that we still have to pay. And as consumers, they don't understand the amount of expenses that goes into running a business. Like, it's, y'all, we fighting for our life. We are fighting for our life out here, y'all. And being an entrepreneur is not the easiest thing in the world, but it is so rewarding. And to see your product just come to life, like you have nurtured and been pregnant with this baby for however long you've been having it, an idea, and you finally able to birth it and it comes to life, and to see people be excited about it and have it in their possession. And I see random people out, like when I go out of town, not many people here, but like when I go out of town and I see people with my boots on and I know they my boots, I just smile, and they'll look at me like, bitch, I know you from somewhere. But I'll just smile like, yo, she got my boots on. It's like the best feeling in the world. Or I'll see random TikToks of people reviewing my boots. It's just an amazing feeling. And entrepreneurship is definitely a spiritual journey, y'all. Y'all have to keep praying. Stay in prayer. Okay? Stay in prayer. Don't make any major decisions that you won't run by God first. Every decision needs to be prayed on before executing it. I'm telling you, you can never go wrong. It still amazes me, like, where I started from. And a lot of people who have followed me from like my old YouTube channel to see where I was and like to where I am now is crazy, because I've always been like in the coaching era and dropping gems. I love to share information. I feel like it's enough money out here for everybody, y'all. So I love to talk, I love to share information, and I just want y'all to know, if you have a product and you wanted to see it come to life, keep going. Find your favorite bigger brand that you inspire to be one day. Get in their ecosystem and stalk them to the moon. Okay, stalk them. But I will say this, I'm so excited. I am having my mentorship start within just 2 weeks. I'm still getting everything together. I'm moving right now, so that's why I haven't done it yet. But during the end of spring and through summer, I always like to do a mentorship, because I love to have like-minded women come together, share ideas, and we meet every Monday on Monday Mayhem, and we do strategy calls every Monday. If you all ever need help with your website, say, hey Rashida, can you take a look at this? Can you help me with my new drop? I'm having a drop. I'm having problems with my Klaviyo. Y'all, I have gone through almost, I think, about every goddamn platform. I can run a business with my eyes closed at this point. And it's just so unfortunate I haven't been able to find a mentor, but just watching bigger brands and kind of, like I said, getting into their ecosystem and knowing how to research certain things, because a lot of people don't know how to research. Researching is, in my opinion, is a skill. So being that I do know how to research and be able to find certain things out is just absolutely amazing, and I would love to be able to share it with you all. So the mentorship is going to be it's going to be 2 weeks. I will leave a link in the description for y'all to leave your email address. I got to figure out how I'm gonna do this to get on a waiting list, so that when I do launch it, everybody will be in there and be ready to go. But it's going to be $99 a month, and it's going to be from the end of March all through September. That's when I'll be able to coach full on, because once fall and winter kick in, 1122 got me tied behind my back, y'all, and it just go crazy. But right now, thankfully, 1122 is on autopilot. I have all of my automations in place, and that's one of the things that we're going to talk about quite a bit is automating everything you have. And like in my last video, I talked about Karen. It's very important to create that content, have your automations on, retarget those customers, educate them, and nurture them at the end, right? So when you do that and you have that system in place and you have those automations on, everything is just easy sailing from there. Like, I'm a small team. I only have 2 VAs, my 2 daughters, their dad helps me, and it's just me. And believe it or not, I feel like I be running my business like a multi-billion-dollar business, okay? It's just us. And I know my shipping times at first with the pre-orders was like, ugh, girl, what are you doing? Because it was some things that was just out of my control. But now my shipping time has gotten down to 2 to 3 business days, baby, okay? Because my pre-order method allowed me to get to this point. And I want to teach someone else who has their own product-based business the same thing. And I know a lot of people ask me about service-based. I feel like service-based businesses are the same. You just don't have a product, but you do need to still have the same framework, building that hype, building an email list, staying in front of your customers, running Facebook ads. Like right now, I have my ads running. Okay, and now that Facebook has launched a new what do you call it? Algorithm called Adronima, but I love the way that they're prioritizing content in their Facebook ads now. So, you know, back in the day, we used to do interests. Like I would do boots, footwear, shopping, retail. We don't care nothing about those interests no more. It's everything in the content, and you have to speak who you want your audience to be in that content. So when you talk AI, that Meta AI is going to pick up what you're saying, and you also have to put it in your description as well. So when you say it, it's going to pick up, okay, she's looking for people with wide calf boots. Let me go look for people who Google wide calf boots or have been talking about plus size and things like that. So they will put your content in front of the right people so that they can come to them. Because, you know, back in the day, when we had to go try to find our target audience, we had to go find the target audience, right? So we would go DM and go comment under, hey, I have such and such and such. But now AI and the algorithm has made it so easy for small businesses to where they're coming to us now. So you just have to make sure you put out that right content. And anybody who has been in my mentorship prior or has taken any of my courses, y'all know about my content funnel. I am very strict with the content funnel. So in the mentorship, we want to talk a lot about the content funnel and how to create that content and have those people come to you instead of you stressing yourself out. Like, I don't know who my target audience is. Just by you creating specific content, doing my call out method, your audience will flock to you with no problem. So we are definitely going to get into that in the mentorship, and I'm so excited. But on the next episode, I do want to dig in, talk about Hanifa and Glamourholic Lifestyle and what these 2 beautiful young Black entrepreneurs has been going through with their brand. And it's so unfortunate that Hanifa has actually closed out her business because of people being just so mean in the comments. Y'all created a whole side of TikTok bashing and diminishing this girl's character, and it's just so freaking heartbreaking. Because baby, I ain't made it to that level of professionalism yet to sit there and take stuff like that. I can't do it. But I am just so thankful that I have been able to create a system that helps and allows me to kind of better communicate with the customers, because at the end of the day, some customers you're not going to please, and those people that you're not going to please is just not your customers, and that is okay. That is okay. Your customers who have purchased with you and will repeatedly buy from you, those who are the people that you want to stay in front of and nurture and baby and give them a silver spoon. But new customers cost far more than returning customers. I will say that. But on another note, y'all, thank y'all for watching this quick video. I just know I needed to put something out because I missed last week. I'm about to finish moving. I just need to get this video up on Monday because I'm going to stay consistent this time, okay? I know y'all was like, y'all, I'm back. And I'll be consistent. I missed last week, but I'm sorry. But we back. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.